Allah dan aje mu akan tebur shi da Allah tana fly mode ko na dan mi koma ita da Allah in sa ta fly mode
to amma ba zan yi amfani da shi ba ai ka bashi saboda kamera
ya da Allah fly mode kawai zan sa
mana Audu ya zama babban mai laifi na yi laifi ko to tuba nake dan Allah dan annabi ku yi hakuri dan Allah dan annabi ku yi hakuri
dan Allah ce mu kenan aji
ina ce ai hakuri sai wani aji dan Allah ku yi hakuri dan Allah ku yi hakuri dan Allah is not deliberate dan Allah ku yi hakuri.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, I welcome each and every one of you to this important gathering, international conference organized by Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin Kofa. Without international press conference, without much ado, due to time constraint, I will just relay the microphone to the convener of this occasion to explain the reason behind organizing this international press conference. As you are all aware, you witnessed two events took place this morning, national prayers and the empowerment program. It is now my honor and privilege to invite Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin Kofa to explain the reason of this gathering. Thereafter, members of the pen profession will ask a few questions. The floor is yours, sir.
No? Where ta? Okay. Ina ga kana ji. Ita ce ta gaban shi, faran nan.
Amma na ina samun natural sound. Za ka fi samun natural sound. Amma a ji a kai can ba matsala.
Bari kawai tun da ya ɗauke ta shi.
Is it okay professionally? I can hold this. No, okay. Yeah. Daga wajen mata da ke so su za su gane kai ko dai. Gentlemen of the press, once again let me apologize for the delay we've had. It is due to circumstances beyond my control, and I very genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, from the depth of my heart, I'm saying sorry. And when you have a conversation with your colleagues, or your colleague, he will tell you when I was coming out of the house, then she said, because I really bad something is gida na ya ba gida da bacin ba ni so duk wanda ya sani ya san wannan dan Allah ku yi hakuri. Okay, with English first turanci sai Hausa. We gathered here today to mark the new year, and in my own thought I felt the best way to mark the new year is to, excuse me, duk wani taba da kuka yi ko bada ya destabilize Allah su za su iya buga daga waje amma kawai ku wasu fara kuma ko the event the event of today is specially organized to mark the new year, and in my own thought I felt the best way to mark the new year is in my own way to organize a special prayers for the country and for peace and stability in the country, and also as a politician who has pitched his tent when it comes to the 2023 presidential election. I crave the indulgence or made a request to the ulamas to also add Asiwaju Bola Tinubu in the prayers. So we had about 2,500 ulamas who gathered here, all from around Kano, to pray for the country and also pray for the presidential aspiration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the second event, also to mark the new year, was a permanent program for about 2,500 youths, and also a scholarship to about another 2,500 girls. This is something that we've always done and will continue to do. It's my own way of supporting the country, supporting my community, and also it's my own way of starting the new year and using it to also honor people who are important to me, like the government of the day, the president himself, and of course Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then of course the press conference, and essentially here is to discuss the state of the nation. And as a politician, I know politics will take the center stage.
Thank you so much. That is a brief explanation from the convener of this event. And now the floor is open. As you all know, the gentleman sitting before you is a national icon, and you are free to ask questions from all versatiles of the politics and other issues concerning the nation. We have already nominated 5 people who will ask the first question to Hon Abdulmumin Jibrin.
Before the question,
I will now call on Murtala Adewale from the Guardian newspaper to have the floor.
This my friend now is coming. He will come and now fire me hard question.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, colleagues, and good to be here once again. My name is Murtala Adewale. I write for the Guardian newspapers. When we came here, we have seen a lot of people and a lot of things around the premises, a very large one. But one thing is so conspicuous and obvious, and except for even the blind can see, is a picture of the national leader of the All Progressive Congress, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I initially want to say why the man at the center of everything here. But since you have said something close to that, we want to say, can you just tell us the reason why you insisted, or you want to continually pitch tents for the presidency of ambition of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even when the man himself has not declared his situation? Thank you.
You may wish to respond, sir.
On the first part of the question, for me, there are a lot of people within the APC that are competent and qualified to be president, and we're very proud of that. But the issue is that it is one thing to be competent to be president, it's another thing to have the capacity to win the election. In my own opinion, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has an edge over every other person. As APC is constituted today, he has an edge over everyone. And I believe that he's the one who can win the presidential election for the APC. Secondly, when you talk about something that relates to also, because before you go to the final, the general election, you have to go through primaries. Now, I have to combine it to give an answer. When you look at Asiwaju, what we are looking out for now is somebody who has an understanding of the economy, somebody who has an understanding of the politics of the country, somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who knows the people. In Nigeria, one of the important issues is for you to have a leader that knows the people. So that when you want to make appointments, I don't need to start even going to ask anybody to make recommendation. If I want to appoint somebody from Kano, I know the people. If I want a minister of finance from Kano, I can sit down in my house and shortlist names of people. Where I do not know, I know somebody who will give me a honest opinion. And when you look at Tinubu, you can also say he has done it before. So he's been governor, he's laid the foundation for Lagos for 20 years. That foundation has continued to grow. So, and I used to tell people, additionally, he has a large heart. And of course, we need somebody now in this country that can carry everybody along. Then finally, even though this is not exhaustive, the reality of the matter is that Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is a proper Nigerian. He's a full-blown Nigerian. He's not, he doesn't have he's not ethnic bias. He's not a religious fanatic. He carries everybody along. He's humble. He goes everywhere, massive network. Cool. To cap it all, he deserves it because he has worked for the party tirelessly. He's done it. He has worked extensively for the party. And he's never for once shift grounds. And I believe that these are some of the qualities that I saw and that made me decide on Bola Asiwaju.
Thank you so much, sir. The next person on the line is Malam Bash Ambash from Blueprint newspaper. Malam Bash Ambash.
So, Your Excellency, on behalf of the chairman, correspondent chaplain, and
There is the other part of the question. He said even though he has not declared, because I don't like evading questions. So now you know your friend, you know me that I don't like evading questions. I have heard people say, is he going to contest, like what my brother the journalist now just asked, that is he going to contest? Now I can confirm to you that he is going to contest the election. Just what we are trying to do is to sort out the issue of a date where he will do the formalities of just talking to the public to tell them that yes, I am going to contest. But the aspect of the decision, it's a done deal. Bola Tinubu is going to contest the election. And if you bother to know, I have had that discussions with him, one-on-one. And so, you know, in politics, so much goes behind the scene. So this matter of whether he's contesting or not has been resolved. He is going to contest the election.
Thank you, sir.
so, Honorable, once again, good afternoon. My name is Bashir Mbashi, I write for the Blueprint newspaper. Salient ingredients to the issue of internal democracy in a genuine democratic dispensation is what is most needed at the top echelon of the party for the party to move forward. Is the issue of internal democracy prevailing within the hierarchy of the APC, most especially in the piece of the parliamentation within the party at the state level? What is your opinion?
You said at the state.
At the state level?
I thought it's a general question.
No,
Oh,
particularly in Kano.
Okay. Let me say our concern should not be state level. The state itself is an entity within a bigger entity of the country. And when you talk about the issue of internal democracy, it should concern us completely, all over. It's like when you have a car with 4 tires, if one has an issue, so it affects the 4 tires, so you cannot take care of it in isolation. But generally, I believe that the issue of internal democracy is a very important one. And I was just mentioning it earlier to someone that the only way, not only APC, PDP can avoid, APC and PDP can avoid mass decamping, etc., and the rest, is to ensure that we promote internal democracy. We have all the opportunities. It is a fact there are challenges of internal democracy here and there. But I believe that all our leaders are working round the clock to ensure that this matter is dealt with. And I'm giving a candid advice to the party at every level that if we do not take the issue of internal democracy seriously, we're going to have a lot of problems. But I believe that the leaders will work around that, and the party will be better off for it.
Thank you very much, sir. The next person on the line is Abdulmumini Muhammad from the Vanguard. Abdulmumini Murtala from the Vanguard newspaper.
Just before my namesake makes his comment, just for you to be clear, when I talk about Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, I'm not only talking as Abdulmumin, I'm talking as Director General of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Support Group Management Council. Support Group Management Council. The Ahmed Bola Tinubu Support Group Management Council is the central coordinating body of all support groups of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I've been appointed as the Director General. So I speak as the DG. So whatever you hear from me, it's authority. So if you call it, I'm sure you know there are a lot of support groups, over 2,000 support groups across the country. So a central coordinating body, a central council to coordinate the support group has been established, and I have been appointed as the Director General. So when just it helps you as a journalist, when you capture what I say, you can capture that aspect. And maybe I can give it in writing so that you can. Yes.
Thank you.
I'll do.
My name is Abdulmumin Murtala. I write for Vanguard newspaper in Kano. My question is just the general question concerning how Nigerians react to candidacy whenever one is contesting. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, yes, is from the southwest and a Muslim. So there's this issue of sentiment of Muslim ticket. How have you people resolved that? And if there's any resolution, then who is going to be his running mate? Since it has already been decided that he's going to contest.
Yes, of course, I completely agree with you that the issue of ethnicity and the issue of religion is very, very important in our politics, and it's a very sensitive issue. But you should also realize that the person we are talking about is a very, very experienced politician, detribalized, not a religious fanatic, and I believe that he will make the best decision for the country when we get to the point of that. But having said this, for me personally, I think what our concentration should be on now is how to get the best hand to the presidency in 2023. If you are going to give me Muslim ticket, that will turn around the fortune of this country, fine. If you are going to give me a Christian ticket that will turn around the fortune of this country, bring back public schools, upgrade our hospitals, improve our economy from where it is, and all other indices of development. Nobody cares about that. And why I say this is that I have instances to give. I have examples to give. 10 years ago, when we were in the National Assembly, David Mark was contesting for the Senate President, and he wanted Ike Ekweremadu as deputy. Everybody was shouting. The Senate is a representation of all Nigerians. You can't have a Senate President and have a deputy. They said he's going to lose the election. He went to the election and he won. What does that tell you? Nigerians might be saying it, but when it comes to reality, they go for quality. And now when you go back to history and look, the David Mark goes down in history to have had the most temple session in the Senate. And so while he was Senate President, nobody even remembers that the Senate President and Deputy Senate President were Christians. Now come back to 2021. Maybe you have not observed. The Speaker and the Deputy Speaker are Muslims. I led the campaign for the speakership in 2019. And while we were campaigning, they said we're going to lose the elections because the Speaker is going to run with Wasi, who is also a Muslim. And we went and continued to sell quality. We were selling quality to the people who are going to vote. And on the day of voting, they voted quality. The Christians voted for a Muslim ticket. And today they are there passing motions and bills and everything. Who is even remembering, if not now I reminded you, who is even remembering that the Speaker and the Deputy Speaker are Muslims? So Nigerians could be sentimental when it comes to conversation about religion and ethnicity on leadership issues. But again, when it comes to the nitty-gritty, Nigerians will always choose quality over primordial sentiments.
Thank you so much, sir. The next on the line is veteran journalist, correspondent of the Telegraph in Kano, and Malam Muhammad Yao.
I said he's going to make the best decision for the country.
He's coming. Okay, Muhammad Yao, now the floor is yours.
Temple justice.
Distinguished my colleagues, one fundamental questions that remain, elusive is the issue of dark horse in both parties. Dark horse in both parties in the presidency. Yet we have not, we have seen, people speculating that there might be a dark horse emerging from both parties to, contest the presidency. We want you to talk about that. Then secondly, the issue of even the rotational presidency has not been settled. Where the president comes, we have seen PDP, allowing the space to decide for itself. What would be your, position on the rotational presidency? Coming down to Kano, Bebeji has just reeled out reconciliations move, paving way for reconciliations on the political space. What is your position on it? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. On the issue of dark horse, for me, straight ahead, I will tell you, I don't see a dark horse emerging in 2023. My modest exposure in politics. The way the parties are constituted at the moment, I don't see that happening. Now, earlier I've mentioned the fact that if internal democracy is not improved, it might lead to the campaign from one party to another, or it will lead to the campaign and people will form another coalition. Even when in an event where you have such coalition, again, it is still the names that you are hearing around that have the capacity to form those coalition and also emerge as candidate of that coalition. Actually, do not think you will have a dark horse. Straight ahead in the APC, it will take a super miracle for it. Not of course. I believe that inshallah, Asiwaju will get the ticket and go ahead to win the presidency. But again, you've seen the cycle. Osubanjo, fire me, Amici. That's the cycle of. I really do not see any surprises that will spring up. And of course, within the APC, I've always said Asiwaju has a massive gap, and he's going to pick the ticket by the grace of God. I don't see how he's going to lose the ticket, whether it is direct primary or indirect primary. I don't see how he's going to lose the APC presidential election. And once he gets the ticket, I believe that by the grace of God, he will be in the villa come to 2023. I don't want to delve into the PDP affairs and create multiple headlines. But again, since you're talking about dark horses across the country, the PDP is it's also the same. You can draw the cycle around. My former boss, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar Saraki, and somehow Governor Wiki has been able to muzzle his way through, even when the PDP has that strong position within the northerners within the PDP that power should come to the north. But somehow Wiki has also been able to push himself into that cycle, and that's why you see a bit of balance within the PDP. You could have a southern president, or you could have a northern president over there. Now, coming to the issue of rotational presidents, which is the second question that you asked. But already it's implicit, because I've already said to you that I'm supporting Bola Tinubu, and of course the Director General of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Support Group Management Council. So it's implicit. You don't even have to ask me whether I'm supporting a rotational presidency. It means I'm supporting a rotational presidency. It means that I believe that power should move to the southern part of the country. Period.
Yes. Kano reconciliation.
Absolutely. I fully believe in the reconciliation that is going on, and I will also continue to do everything within my powers. I've enjoyed a very good relationship with both of them, with intermittent bombs. But it's fine. It's a good development, and I see moving forward, Congress and Gagarumin working together towards 2023. How it's going to be done, I don't know, but I see them working together. People shouldn't be surprised. They're good friends. They've come a long way. So many people are surprised about what is happening. I wasn't surprised, because if you put yourself in their shoes, you understand that. If you have your best of friend, even when you are having misunderstanding or fight, there's that deeper part of you that still likes that person. And there are things that just only you, just only between you that you can be able to do that. So we'll continue to promote it. And the good thing is that when you look at the governor's disposition is peace. You can see his body language. So if you ask me, I will tell you that even Shekara should come on board. What we need in Kano is to diffuse the political tension so that we can have long-term sustainable development, continuity of government policies, etc. You can share power in Kano. What stops us from sharing power? Bring in Shekara and every other person, governor, deputy governor, speaker of the house. They are all various, but you can sit as in the interest You're not doing that for the gladiators. You're doing that to stabilize the state so that we can have political stability. Because if there is no political stability, you cannot have development in any society. So I commend both of them. And just by the way, I'm not why was Demos, what do you call it? Nostra, I'm not Nostradamus, but 5 years ago, I wrote a letter and I indicated most of these things. And when you Google it, you find the letter online. You will see it. I said most of these things, alhamdulillah, we will find a way to solve it.
Thank you so much. The last but not the least on the English version is Malam Muhammad Abdul from Daily Independent.
Let me use this opportunity to congratulate you on your appointment.
Oh, wow.
The question that usually comes to mind whenever anybody is promoting Tinubu presidency is his health. And I want to believe you must have dined with this man. You must have had several sitting with him. But we would like to know how fit is this man to go on this country. Thank you.
You took away the microphone. Give him back the microphone. Don't you fall sick?
Yeah.
You fall sick. Do you know why we don't care about it?
No.
It's because you are not Bola Tinubu. Me too, I fall sick. Everybody falls ill. And I'm telling you on a serious note, during this year, I fell ill, and for about a month, I had to go and seek for special medical attention. But because I'm not Asiwaju, nobody cares about that. In the case of Asiwaju, he fell ill like every other human being. Went to the hospital, got medical attention, got well, came back to the country, and announced to the entire country that I was ill, I went to seek medical attention, I am fine, I'm healthy, I'm strong now, and I am back. So what is the issue? I don't think there should be any issue. What we should focus is the quality of this gentleman. Is the quality that he and the value that he is going to bring on board.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. With your kind indulgence, sir, we'll now.
To questions, questions and answer is translated.
We have some people that will ask the Hausa.
It will not go.
No, it's the same question. They will just translate.
Outputs. Oh, okay.
The same questions. Yeah, they will not translate. Yes, yes. Kawai sai sake da Hausa. Yanzu za mu kira Abdulmumini Sharifai a takaice ya ɗan yi na Hausa? Ya ce ko za ka ɗan gabatar da menene makasudin wannan taro da harshen Hausa kafin a...
Zan yi abu guje. Ni ma na fara losing energy. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله yau an yi taro a gidan nan taron shigan sabon shekara mun tara malamai wajen 2,500 a gidan nan sun yi wa ƙasa addu'a na neman zaman lafiya an yi wa kuma Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu addu'a Allah ya bashi sa'a takarar shugaban kasa da zai yi a 2023. Bayan haka a wani kuma da muka saba yi a gidan nan an ba da tallafi na matasa wajen 2,500, an kuma ba da tallafi na scholarship na mata suwa an ba da wajen 2,500, kuma abinda aka bayar za su samu akwai wayanda za su samu daga 100,000 ne duk har zuwa ƙasa har zuwa wajen ga 10,000. To duk wayannan abubuwan muna yi ne don mu taimakawa gwamnati ta kanta, mu taimakawa mutanenmu, kuma mu agazawa shi shugabanmu Muhammadu Buhari da kuma shi mai takarar shugaban kasa wanda shi muke yi, kuma insha Allah shi zai ci zaben nan, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Masha Allah, muna godiya da wannan takaitaccen bayani. Kuma a halin yanzu akwai Abdulbaki Sharifai wanda shi ma zai yi tambaya saboda masu mu da ke jin harshen Hausa. Allah Abdulbaki.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam da Allah wa barakatuhu.
Honorable, zuwan wannan wuri kamar yadda kowa ya gani, an ga mutane da yawa kuma an ga taro da yawa. Farko an fara da addu'a kafin a zo ga rabon tallafi. Abin da fi jan hankali a wannan waje shine hotunan jagoran jami'ar APC na kasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu da aka gani a kowane sashi na wannan gida. Me hakan ke nuna wa shin Honorable Abdulmumin Jibrin Kofa yana tare da Bola Ahmed Tinubu kuma zai yi takarar shi da kusa kenan?
To alhamdulillahi, wannan gaskiya ne. In ka dubi gidan nan a yau an mata ado, kuma na san inda hoto ne na Buhari kawai da Ganduje da sarkin Rano babu wanda zai yi magana. Na hoton Asiwaju ne da aka gani, shi yasa kai wannan tambaya. To tabbas babu wani wai Asiwaju muke yi, shi muke so mu taimakawa. Muna nan muna gaya wa mutanenmu insha Allahu zai tsaya a takarar primaries na APC, kuma Allah yadda zai ci wannan zaben, kuma APC za ta tsayar da shi a matsayin ɗan takara, ya kara da ko wani jam'iyya ko PDP, kuma Allah yadda Allah zai ba mu nasara kuma mu sake cin wannan zaben. Saboda haka wayannan hotunan da ake gani yau a gidan nan kai ya zama wani abun mamaki, abu ne da aka daɗe ana yi, magana ne dai bai fito fili ba mutane su gane, amma ana nan ana shirye-shirye fiye da mutane suke zato, kuma insha Allah daga yau abubuwan nan za su fara fitowa fili. Tambaya kuma na biyu, zancen ko Asiwaju zai yi takara, to a yau ina ba ku tabbaci cewa insha Allah Asiwaju zai yi takara. Wannan magana ne da muka tattauna da shi, mun daɗe ana magana kwana da kwanaki, kuma ya riga ya yanke wannan hukuncin zai yi wannan takarar. Kuma wani lokaci ma na saurari mutane a gidajen talabijin ko rediyo ko na karanta a jaridu suna magana cewa ko zai yi takara ko ba zai yi ba, sai in yi dariya don ba san abubuwa da yawa da ake yi a boye ba. Bayan dai duk wannan dai zaman da za mu yi yau daga wannan press conference din hirar da za mu yi, za ku fara ganin abubuwa, za a fara fitowa da tsare-tsaren da ake da muka shimfiɗa. Kuma shi Asiwaju abin da ya rage mana, rana kawai ake nema. Magana zai yi takara an yanke hukunci, rana ake nema, rana da ya dace da za a sa da zai fito ya yi magana. Amma zancen a rinka ce zai yi ko ba zai yi ba, wannan ka jingina wannan magana, takara kan zai yi.
Madalla, muna godiya. Mai tambaya ta gaba Usaini Abu Indabawa daga Rahama TV, Rahama Radio.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam da Allah barakatu.
Darakta Janar, tambayar ita ce haɗin kai a kowace jam'iyya shine babbar hanyar da take kawo nasara. Jam'iyyar ku ta APC musamman a nan Kano da wasu gurare ana samun rikice-rikice, mai zaka ce a kai. Abu na biyu shine wannan taro da ka shirya, kai a matsayinka na Darakta Janar na wannan kungiya mai girman gaske a ta ƙasa ka shirya, ko kuma da hannun gwamnatin Kano a ciki. Sannan kuma abin da ya ce da hannun gwamnatin Kano, kasancewar gwamnan Kano yana gaba wajen batun Tinubu. Magana ta a gurguje fadar shugaban kasa kuma a kowane lokaci kamar ku da kuke mulki APC kamata a ce sai kun saurari umarni na inda za ku karkata ko kuma yanzu gashi can ko da ku daulayi a ƙarshe kuma kai a matsayinka wanda ya san kaɗan siyasa ne a jihar Kano da ƙasa baki ɗaya me ya buƙatar ka a shekarar tun da an shigo lokacin tun daga ka fara faɗan manufar da kuka dosa a ƙasa to kai fa kai kanka kuma
ba ta da bana ansa amma da na fi son an ɗauko waɗannan tambayoyin da aka yi sai ansa don waɗannan su shiga duk waɗannan maganganun da aka yi a turanci sai a yi in ya so daga baya duk wani abin da za a ƙara sai a ƙara don abin ya tsafta yanzu ni ai na fuskanci ka zancen na fahimce ka kai zancen rigingimu da kake zance na jam'iyya shine zancen internal democracy ko yawwa to ai maganan rigingimu a jam'iyya ni abin da yake daure min kai mutane sai su rika kallon abin kamar wani abu mamaki yau aka fara a yaushe aka taba zamanin siyasa a Najeriya ko a Kano ko a Kano ta arewa Kano ta tsakiya Kano ta kudu ko a kiro da Bebeji ko a Kofa waya ce ba rigima ina ka taba yi amma mutane sai su dau magana kawai ana rigima ana rigima ko za a daidaita ba shi kenan ba mu dai abin da ake cewa abin da muke wa jam'iyya muke ba jam'iyya shawara a koda yaushe shine zancen demokaradiyya da cikin gida a tabbatar da cewa a rinka bin tsarin demokaradiyya wannan abin aka yi wasa da shi zai iya kunno mana fitina da zai sa mutane da yawa ba maganar Kano nake ba maganar ƙasa nake wannan zancen demokaradiyya na cikin gida maganar ƙasa nake yi ba maganar Kano ba ƙasar gaba ɗaya da zai sa mutane su fita a jam'iyya su tafi su je su kirkiro kuma wata jam'iyya saboda haka yana da kyau muna jan hankalin jam'iyya na ƙasa ta tabbatar da cewa wannan abu ne a zo a ce an yi zaɓe an yi kaza an yi mai da sauransu duk an bi tsarin demokradiyya a zo kuma daga baya ce a wannan ba haka ba wancan ba haka ba da sauransu abubuwa da yawa to wannan yana daga cikin abin da muke ganin ya kamata jam'iyya ta kula da shi zan ansa wannan tambayar amma ka bar wannan ya shiga tukunna don yi majin da
muna godiya kwarai da wannan amsoshi da ake bayarwa mai tambayar gaba Abubakar Yakubu Gwagwarwa daga gidan rediyo tarayya na Pyramid FM da ke nan Kano.
Assalamu alaikum. Honorable tambaya ta akan batun lafiyar jagoran jam'iyyar APC da kasa ne Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Ana ganin kamar ba shi da lafiyar da zai iya jagorantar Najeriya a halin da take ciki. Sai kuma tambaya ta biyu batun sulhu da ake kokarin kulla tsakanin gwamnan jihar Kano Dr. Abdullahi Umar Ganduje da kuma tsohon gwamnan jihar Kano Sanata Rabi Musa Kwankwaso. Ya kake kallon wannan sulhu da ake kokarin kullawa?
Zama last.
batun sulhu da kuma lafiyar shi na girma Jacoba.
Daga yawwa. To ai magana shi ne waye baya rashin lafiya? Kai din baka rashin lafiya? Kana yi. Amma abin da yasa kai in kai rashin lafiya ba wanda yake magana dan kai ba Bola Asiwaju Tinubu ne. Tun da yake da shi ya zure wa kowa ido, tun da yake da kowa ya san cewa shi ke kan gaba. Zancen takarar shugaban kasa na 2015 2023 ni kaina ina rashin lafiya na yi ma rashin lafiya wannan shekara amma duk ba ku sani ba wata ɗaya ba da lafiya kowa yana yi ya warke bawan Allah nan ya yi rashin lafiya ya tafi ture ya je asibiti ya warke ya dawo ya ci gaba da rayuwarsa amma har yanzu an takura masa zancen rashin lafiya yana can yana harkarsa ana kasancen rashin lafiya waye ne da lafiya masu faɗan masu rashin lafiya to ni ina ganin ba magana ne na rashin lafiya ba magana ne a dubi cancanta Asiwaju ya cancanta mutum ne mai ilimi ya san tattalin arzikin ƙasar nan ya san siyasar ƙasar nan ya san mutanen ƙasar nan, ya yi an gani, ya yi sanata, ya yi gwamna, ya gina mutane ba iyaka. Kuma mutum ne da kowa ya sani ya yi wa jam'iyya bauta. Ya yi wa jam'iyya bauta. Ni kuma ana wata nan ban ga wanda ya fi shi cancanta ba a dai wannan lokacin wanda za mu sa gaba APC mu je mana takarar 2023 kuma shi ne kaɗai nake ganin muka sa zai ciwo mana wannan zaben. Yawwa to ai maganan ganduje da kwakwaso ne mutane suna mamaki, amma ni wannan abu bai bani mamaki ba. Aminan juna ne, abokanai ne, kamar yan uwa ne. Ni na tabbatar da cewa ko lokacin da suke rigima in ka huda cikin su can kasa akwai ƙaura. Sawa gani wannan abu bai bani mamaki ba, kuma abu ne da nake ganin yana da kyau kuma zai taimaka wa kansu. Ni a tunani na har shekaru ma ya zo gaba daya a haɗe. Abin da ya sa yau ake ganin Lagos shi gaban ya daure ya kuma daurewa, sai daurawa kawai suke ta yi a kai. Da irin wannan tsarin ne duk mutane masu karfin sosai sun taru sun haɗa kan. Ba wai cewa ba za a samu rigingimu ba, dole ne a yi rigima a yi. Ba yadda za a yi ka sa ɗan adam da sauransu a ɗaki ko a zauna ana rayuwa a ce ba za su samu matsala ba. Dole sai an rika samun matsala nan da can. To wai in ne nake da ikon sai ma in ce a raba mulki a Kano. Bangare ɗaya su kawo gwamna, bangare ɗaya su kawo deputy gwamna, bangare ɗaya su kawo speaker da sauransu, ba don wani abu ba. Ba wai dan su ana so a taimaka musu ba, dan a taimaka wa Kano samu zaman lafiya. Dan ba zaman lafiya ba yadda za a yi in aka samu ci gaba a ci gaba da ɗaurawa. Rigingimin siyasa babban matsala ne wajen ci gaba. So ni ina ganin duk wani ɗan Kano da ke